Thank you. I should have checked. I have no clue why it was off because I don't think I've touched anything since last stream, but I appreciate it, Sonia. Oh well. It's fine. I'm getting back into it. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you for telling me. Okay, so why? Okay, none of these have their origins applied. So why is it offset? Hmm. You need to move meshes to separate the area of a scene. You prefer using keyframes. Yeah, I get that. That makes sense. I just did it. I just offset everything by unit of 1 or 2, so um, I can just bring them back easy. Just I think I applied the position or something on this one, which is what messed it up. But normally it would have been fine. So just like I think it's just like a fluke or something. I think I just probably touched it when I shouldn't have. But it is strange that this is now not lining up how it should. But it looks like it already had some issues anyways, so. Guess we'll just have to live with it. Oh, it's the multi-res. Wait, I'm positioning the wrong things. That would also make sense. There we go. Yep, that was the issue. Okay, now I feel better. There we go. Yeah, okay. Now we're fine. Now we are fine. Actually, now the normal map should actually do a lot more, thinking about it. Let's see if it does. Actually, I don't even need to do that. Cool. And now we have the chest and armor hide, so we can not see them sticking through. It's looking good so far. All right, what's something we can do this stream that's not too difficult? Because I just need like a warm-up stream because I've only been back for a day. It's kind of hard just to jump into it really fast. Hmm. Could work on just adding some more texture detail, making it look a little more interesting. I think that should be fine. Like for example, this part here, we could maybe do something like this, where I'll make a folder, copy this mask, paste it in. And then over top of it, we can do a generator mask editor, and let's do one of these. And like it's very subtle, but just giving a little bit of color is going to be nice. Like that. Help differentiate it. Yeah, looks good. And we can do the same with their stuff too. Actually, we might just be able to drag it out here and do it for everything. No, okay, no, definitely not. Not going to work out. I like how the skirt came out, but I think it's a little too subtle. So let's make it a little bit more intense. And then we can add a fill layer, another fill layer on top of this. I guess it'd be a paint layer, wouldn't it? A paint layer. And then down to flow a bunch and just get rid of these kind of bottom parts here that are interfering. Stupid. The mesh is getting away. Actually, we can hide it, I think. Yeah, there we go. So it's cool because now we can kind of paint in our own detail on top of the normal mask that we have for this. Not normal as in actual normals, but a mask. And actually, it looks like it's darker on the outside, which is wrong. So we should probably invert this. And let's just delete this paint layer and then redo it. Yeah, so now the darker parts are on the inside, which is makes more sense. To be honest, like this is almost never going to be seen because there's not really an outfit that really shows this much, but I still want to, do a good job on it. I'm gonna highlight that her butt is here. Add some smaller lines down here just to add some detail. If we get this mesh out of the way. Substance Painter's camera is kind of annoying sometimes. Okay, that's better. Cool. Is the desktop audio? Okay, no, it's not. We could use some music. I haven't done music yet. Yeah, this is music. What do we want for music? Uh, nope, that is not what I meant to do. Let's go add, here we go. Okay, back at it. Okay, so the armor, we can work on the armor a bit. Let's also give the armor some basic shading. Something very light. Let's copy this layer or mask. Paste into mask. Let's remove this mask, put it in there. Oh wait, I just made a new layer on it, didn't I? No, we don't want that. We want this. Paste into mask. There we go. And now we can get rid of this layer. A mask. Okay. Do another thing up here. We can do a black mask. Do a generator. Mask editor. And once again, convert this. This is just to add a little bit of something to define it a bit, which that's already enough, honestly. Because I don't want to use procedural stuff to texture most of it, but I want to use it just to kind of give a little bit of depth just to start with, which helps a lot. Which I like that. So, and we'll do the same thing for the other white here. Yeah. Looks like we already kind of did. What is this? What are we doing here? Are we doing that? Yeah, we are. It's very subtle though. It's way too subtle actually. Scroll space to normal. That's actually fine the way it is there. We don't need to worry about being too subtle. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, it was for this though. I see. I just don't like how it. We'll leave that. We'll leave that. Or maybe what we can do is add a paint layer. Make this really soft and just kind of get rid of some of it here. Less prominent. Yeah, that's better. And same thing around here. Maybe we'll drop the intensity slightly. There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. Give some depth to it. Awesome. Let's bring back a little bit of depth here too. Oh, eraser, eraser. There we go. Nice. Let's try the next kind of set of stuff here. Okay. So for this, let's work on this here. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's try to use a curvature on this. Okay, okay, not bad. Not great, but I think it's workable. No, not really good actually. It's probably better just to do this manually, I think. Let's do black mask and just do it ourselves. Hi, Nip. Do 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 ba bum ba. I'm out of tea. Oh well. Bum 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 bum. Alright, what to do now? We got a little bit to here to give us more volume. Oh, that's a different one, isn't it? That's the same one. Oh, it's the I'm on blur still. Whoops. There we go. It's a little too much. There we go. This gives it a little bit extra depth to it. Here to imagine the old times when artists were doing this stuff without substance. I know a lot of people still do. It's not too bad. It just kind of depends. Like, there's some things that it makes easier, but I think, like, yes, for sure by hand when it comes to like realistic stuff, and even for stylized stuff, it's still nice to have, but a large majority still do it by hand in like just photo editors. But photo editors have also gotten much better, to be fair, so it's not just that. Add this nice little border around here. I think that might look good. Because all I'm doing here actually wouldn't be too hard to do in like a photo editor program, but just a few things like world space gradients and stuff like that are tricky. And that's why I really like using one of these instead of a photo editor. There we go. A little border around here. That looks nice. Cool, cool. Do the same thing here. So we can just cheat, can't we? Probably best not to. Even if it's by mouse, it's probably good to do some of this stuff by hand like this. So then it kind of gives it more painted, less precise look, I guess. Looks good. Yeah, I think so as well. Yeah. I hate texturing. I need to get better at it. This tool I'm using, Substance Painter, and other similar ones are definitely a crutch. At least I'm using it as somewhat as a crutch. Obviously, they're good programs to use, but you know, still using it a bit, probably too much. But yeah, I'm aware of it. I try to do my best, so it's not a big deal. That a paint layer here, and let's make some of these darker. I think no. Oh, I'm on blur. All right, there we go. That color is not very good. There we go, that's a little better. Am I not on wrap? I am. Okay. That's looking pretty good. Oh, I see. That's why it's doing that. Nice. Alright, so the belt. Yeah, literally right now I'm just going and adding some small texture detail like, you know, borders and some gradients. Nothing too, like nothing too extreme though. But it all helps. And even this stuff is like, there's some tools you can do to automate this. Like there's like the UV border and stuff, but I try not to use those too much. If I can just paint it by hand and have some of the, you know, have it be slightly less imprecise, which is kind of good its own way. I'm just going to paint all of this dark. Then what I'll do is I'll go through and lighten it up in the middle. There we go. Get off attention wrap and go to UV. And I can give these some little bit of detail as well. Cool. These could use some detail also. Subtle, but nice. Cool. Or these are already kind of done enough for now. Okay, and then let's see, bodysuit. Let's export the textures and take a look. Open up Blender again. Oh wait, which one am I in? I close this old one out. You can reload. There we go. Oh yeah, that's much better. It's very subtle, but you can tell we have these little borders along here and kind of is slightly more defined, which is good. Oh yeah, I forgot we made her nails, and now the now her gloves stick out. We can work on that now. Let's fix that up quick. We'll just round out the tip more to compensate. Okay, good, good. Are the toes? I think they're fine. Let's double check though. Oh, nope, not quite. Wait, what? Oh, for some reason that's affecting these. Let's do blend from shape and then remove it. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. So yeah, we're in pure texture mode right now, and so like being able to kind of see the details is what's important. That's why I like to just kind of sit in texture mode like this and take a look at it. We still need to work on her hair. Her hair is actually kind of desaturated a bit. Looks a little kind of like pale or bland, so we can saturate it a bit more. I always like to kind of saturate things or make them a little bit brighter than I think they need to be, because I don't know, when you have more realistic lighting situations, because it's 3D model, so it'll be in those, it does tend to wash it out sometimes. So it's a good thing to remember, unless you're doing like very much custom unlit shading of some kind, which, you know, it all depends. Okay. I'll hide this too. Okay, so let's work on the hair again. Get that looking a little bit better. Let's go back to substance, and then let's move to the other save. Here we go. So for the hair, let's just make this look a little less bland. So here's a good example. Here's the front hair. Look at Darkness's actual hair. It's a lot more... yeah, okay, so the base color definitely should be more saturated. It's pretty yellow. That? Yeah, like that, okay. And then we have the gradient for this, which is... actually, this is pretty close. It is something more like that. So, okay. Ah, no, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, so let's export this and see how it looks. So this is what it looked like before. So let me hide substance. Okay, so this is what the hair looks like now. And then let me export it quick and we'll take a look. So export textures, export. Okay, this is what it looks like right now. And then we go to open new save, same one, and then... okay, that's better. I think we did too much. Doing too much in that direction. We should probably go back a bit. Yeah, it's a little too much. Okay, what's too much? Let's try to identify this. So the hair is a little too saturated. So let's desaturate this part of the hair a bit. Like that. Let's try that. Blonde hair is always so hard to do. File export. Alright, let's refresh. Okay, oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah. That's pretty good. I think the gradient goes up a little too high on the hair. Let's pull the gradient down slightly on this. There we go. Awesome. I think that's all we needed. Let's export that again. And take a look at the front hair specifically on here. Perfect. Yeah, there we go. I think that's a pretty good color. We can adjust it more later if we need, but I think that's getting pretty close to what we need. Her skin color is a little too pale as well, I think. Let's take a look at that. Because I have like an image of her from the show, and like a lot of these images aren't that great to be honest, but actually, why am I looking at my browser when we have images of her? Yeah, let's take a good one like this one here. Like, yeah, her face is too pale for sure. So let's fix that. Let me just, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to stay in Blender, but I'm just going to adjust this slightly. There we go. Let me export this, and then let's see. So this is what it's like before, and then after. Yeah, that's better. That's better. That's a good color. Maybe even slightly lighter, but we'll keep it. Actually, no, I'll slightly adjust it up. Value. There we go. Okay, cool. So we have that. Let's go back to substance. And I guess we can... what do we want to work on? Maybe hair? Or maybe the eyes. The eyes might be good. We can do that. I do the eyes in Photoshop because it's a lot more explicit of what I'd like to do. I usually make it with like the different types of shapes and such. And layering and whatever. I feel like substance is generally better for that. Alright, let me just stop for a second, take a break. break over. Back to work. Let me get comfortable. Okay. So we have this, and we want to. You can do some face texturing, I guess. Get that face kind of going, less flat. So this is the hard part. How do we want to texture her face? Because anime faces are very flat and not much color in them. We can either, you know, go with a super simple style, or we can kind of do our own thing. I think doing our own thing is going to be a little bit good. Give it a little bit of detail. I like to always have some lip texture instead of just making it like a line, because that's a little boring. Of course, if you're going for the very anime style, then it makes sense. But for us, I don't want to do that. So let's make a new folder and call it face, just for organization. And in here, let's do a black mask, and let's call this like blush, I guess. I'm just gonna add a slight bit of color to the body texture. Just to give a bit of character. A little bit of that, very subtle. We can do like lips, so like lips. Wear that mask, and then okay, for lip color is always kind of weird to find, but usually it's just like a slightly more saturated color of the skin, a little bit darker maybe. So let's find where her lips are first. Here. Actually, before we do that, let's do lip outline. So we're going to make an outline for lips first, which is going to be like a dark color, more red, something like this. Hi Taka. Yep, we are back. I'm back from my trip. It was a trip. I wouldn't necessarily call it enjoyable, but I'm glad I went, and now we are back. Had to go visit my grandparents, which on its own is good, but they're getting so old that my grandmother does not even recognize me, which is a little tough to you know, spend a lot of time with. But, you know, I made it work. It is okay. I went and drove her to get some flowers for her deck, her little porch that she has at their apartment. And when I went to pick her up, she did not remember me at all, so I had to tell her I'm her grandson. And then on our way there, when I was driving her, she forgot who I was like 3 times. So it was a little rough explaining to her all the time who I was, and you know, she wasn't necessarily scared or anything, but yeah, not you know, not a super fun experience to do a lot of. But I feel bad for my what do you call it? I feel bad for my aunt and uncle who live there and have to deal with that all the time, so definitely not going to complain about it. Actually, what I should be doing is I can just do a polygon fill on this. Let's get rid of all this first, and then we can polygon fill these ones. Yeah, let's just do these for now. Oh no, Nightbot. Why is Nightbot deleting your messages, Taka? Sorry. That's stupid. Nightbot, what are you doing? You know, Nightbot, you're going on timeout for 10 minutes because of that. Don't mess with Taka. I don't know why it's timing you out. Great tool. Yeah, it's very nice for sure. I'm having a hard time though with trying to figure this out, how I want it to look. Well, just the color of it later. Right now it's mainly just about getting something. Yeah, it still looks funny. I think this is the topology that's actually causing it to be like that. Oh well. We're still on UV, still on texture. Okay, good enough for now. Alright, then back to lips. Let's do some very soft texturing for now on those. We're pretty prominent right now, but we're going to work on just getting it pretty slight. Because we don't want the lips to be very subtle. But I'm just getting the shape of them right now. There we go. So now if we can blur them a little bit, that might look good. So let's try to do that. looks really bad. All right, well, we just gotta keep working on it. That looks so bad. Okay. It's okay. Okay, so this is a good thing I like to do. So in this case, blur is a very powerful tool. Yes, definitely. So in this case, what I do is I go to a certain image site that may or may not have explicit images, so I cannot show it. And I go to darkness and I look at some artworks of people and I actually see how they draw her lips, because usually in fan art, they will actually sit down and, you know, take more effort into drawing things like the face. Let's see if there's anything that looks okay. Danbrew, yes, that is one of them. I should use a different Boru sites normally, but it's all very similar. I see. Okay, I have an idea. The outline, that really makes it look kind of weird. Well, I don't know. It's how sharp it is at the edges. Let's just get rid of it. Oh, not blur though, not blur. It's so bad. It's fine. We're still working on it. Okay. Let's do like a little nose highlight. I like to do those. That's something I've kind of found I like to do in terms of like my own style, is just adding a little highlight to the nose. That is a big highlight, not a small highlight. Something else I like to do, so on the body itself, so if we go to body, pick a new layer, let's call this specular, and it's very easy. All I do is take the base color of the body. I set on linear dodge and go to a black mask, and linear dodge will just basically get like the kind of like the lighter version of what it should be. And I go to flow and I set way down, and then I just texture on some specular. So basically any kind of like parts that are exposed to light more than others. So example, the breasts here, like the shoulders are another example of a spot that's exposed to a lot of light. Some of the arm. Back here, same thing. Front of the legs here. A little bit of this area here. Up here on the shoulder blades. Not shoulder blades, but collarbone. And there you go. Helps a bit. Here's off and on. Very subtle, but it's nice. Actually, let's change the outline color here. Let's mess with that a bit. What if we just do black? I think black's not a good idea. Just export this and see what she looks like with her hair, because, you know, seeing the hair is going to help for sure. Okay, here she is before we did anything. Let's also adjust the armor hide. Before and then after. All right, okay, that's definitely better. That's good. Yeah, with the hair, it's starting to look a little bit nicer. Still not great, to be honest, but we'll figure it out. And with her armor, she's looking like this. When we get her eyes made, it'll definitely look better as well. Oh wait, sorry, I'm still streaming. Here we go. This is what we're looking like now. Definitely better, definitely improvement. I think for some reason the hair looks different on. Oh yeah, see this sucks. So my monitor has a higher kind of color accuracy. And so like for me on my monitor, this looks a little bit less saturated. But on my other monitor, it does look more saturated. And if I look at YouTube, how does it look on YouTube? If I play it. How does the encoding for YouTube work? Oh, no, yeah, it still looks a little more saturated, a little more yellowy than it should on my end, but that's all right. We can adjust them after for that. That's the thing about having like a nice monitor is it's not actually that useful because unless you're printing stuff out physically, because if it's all just going to be viewed digitally anyways, then you want it to be, you know, what it's going to look like when it's on digital. So I'll adjust the colors more. Yeah, the colors look slightly different for me on my monitor. Okay, you know what? Let's start the eyes. Let's do it. I gotta keep just going. Keep the momentum up. Because I'm not feeling like modeling this right now. How long have I been going? 1:15. Okay. I've not eaten today either, and it's already 2 p.m. But I did say it was going to be a shorter stream today. I don't think I'm going to go too much longer. You have a good CRT for new texturing. Okay, let's do a new Photoshop file. I'll share it in a sec. Let's do 4096 because everything else is that, but we don't need a 4K texture for this. Okay, color profile, sure. Okay. And let's open up. All right, so let me open up Photoshop. Let's do another window capture. Call this Photoshop. It's weird that's still stuck on this. Oh, I see. Okay. Let's fit this to fit to screen. Put it here. Okay. So let's load up an image of darkness. Her eyes. What's a good image with her eyes? There's that one. Wait, why isn't it showing? That's so dumb. All right, here, let's work on the window capture here. Photoshop. Huh. Properties. Windows 10. There we go. Okay. And now it is working. Okay. So we have this here. Here's one image of her eyes. Stop. Let's get another image with her eyes. But where are the ones that I got from? Oh, here we go. Yes, that's fine. There. Okay. So I think these ones should be better. Why did Photoshop freeze? Oh, Photoshop really did not like that image for some reason. Okay. So we have some of them. Let's just literally just grab this and expand it out a bunch. Not very high res, unfortunately, but we can still get the general idea of what her eyes look like. Same here. Let's do this and increase it a bunch. What's the normal transform? Is it V? I love that image of her. That's so funny. I don't really remember seeing that. Okay. There we go. So we have some eyes of hers. They all seem pretty consistent, so that's good. This is probably the clearest reference we have right now. So let's start with that. So let's draw, well, let's make a folder and call it I. No, rename it please. I. And in this folder we have a shape. Where is the shape? An ellipse, which we can shape it roughly like this. I think will be fine. Let's make it larger too, just for now. Then what we can do here is, actually let's look at the, where is this on the UV map? Then top left, okay. This is making the top left to make our lives easier. Something like that, roughly. Okay. So, we have this. So we can, what's the first step here? This color here. Also remove any of the outline. A program error. Okay, whatever. I think these colors are probably gonna be a little darker than they need to be, so we'll probably go back and make them brighter or saturate them a bit. We have this circle. Let's duplicate it and make it smaller. This is going to be a clipping mask. Where is this? Great clipping mask. And this is going to be a different color, which is going to be this color. Something like that. And we do the same thing again. Okay, another clipping mask, and then change the color to be some lighter color. The cool thing is now we can take this here, grab the original darker color, and do something like this maybe. Although I think I like all of them being up a little bit more. These are the clipping mask as well. Not that they need to be, but helps. Give this a border actually. Stroke. Nice thick border. We can model the eye white here, probably separate. We give a little bit of depth. Let's make a normal layer here. Get clipping mask. Can we do that? Huh. Oh, here we go. And steal this color. So smoothing a bit. Make our color a little lighter. Honestly, let's just go with that and see how it is. Yeah, let's just see how that looks. We're not done with it, but it'd be good just to see. Okay, so let's also add in the original eye texture, wherever that is. Do we not? Oh, no, I don't think we ever exported that. No color eyes we did. Okay. And we'll go to modeling in progress, darkness, and then we'll save this texture on its own as eye text. And then we can load this into Blender. Go here and then under shader editor, change this to be eye text. And then let's adjust the UVs on it. Yeah, definitely something looks off on that. It's not looking bad. Look at darkness and see. I think her eyes are definitely lighter, so I think we definitely used it too dark of a color. Let's see. Yeah, her eyes are definitely too dark. This one's more green too. Actually, no, her eyes aren't too far off though. Definitely not too far off. The center of the eyes are too big. So let's fix that. Let's go and make this a little thinner. Oh, a little bit much. And then for colors, let's make this all a little lighter. Is the background color good enough though? Yeah, background's fine. Okay, so just like the lighter portions. Okay. Let's make the border even thicker. The stroke. Big, thick stroke. Actually, instead of making it black, let's make it like a darker color of what we had here. Yeah, like that. Even darker. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty good. I think it's too high up though. Maybe not. Okay. I think I'm gonna call it there. It's only been an hour and a half stream, but I'm hungry and made some good progress still. Back into swing of things. I remember now where we are, so we can kind of continue a little bit faster pace next time. So yeah, here we go. This is what we have so far. This is all in base color. So you can see we saw some, you know, definition here. Got a little bit of the texturing done for this. Looking good. You can kind of see some of the detail now, which is nice. Hair, a little bit of the face as well with the eyes, so it's looking good. Just gotta figure out how we want to make them look. Oh wait, actually here, I have something else we want to do quick here, really fast. So let's just let's go and add the eye whites, because this is still not right. So let's do this. Let's add a black mask, and then for the inside of the eyes, I think they're separated. Yeah, there we go. So you have the eye whites, and then you can actually go a little bit further and make them look better by adding another black mask. And instead of doing pure white, go to the blue and add a slight bit of blue. And just do some of see, where is the top and where's the bottom? There we go. Okay, so now well, now we can export this really quick. That's why I just wanted to do that so it look a little bit better. There we go. Now she has eye whites. Let's go back to Blender, take a look. There we go. Her hair's a little bit yellow, it looks like on stream, so we'll have to fix that. But, oh, and I also colored a lot of this white on accident. Oh, let's fix that quick. There we go. Now we good. So yeah, there we go. Looking pretty nice. Not super accurate. Hopefully we can get it looking a little bit more like her, but even if not, it still looks nice. So, you know, not a huge deal. Yeah, next stream we'll probably work on texturing hair and more of the face. So yeah, I guess look forward to that. Let's take a thumbnail here. Let's unlock this. What kind of thumbnail should I do this time? Do something like a smug. There we go. That looks good. Cool. All right. Well, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. And yeah, keep looking out for streams this week. Should be pretty much every day, I believe. So yeah. Hopefully we can finish. I think we can get most of it done this week if I stream every day. So yeah, that'll be good. I wanted to get it all done within a month, but I had to leave for a week and that kind of put a damper on my plans. But if we don't count that, let's see. When did I start streaming? Sorry, stop the music for now. See, the first time I did a stream for this model was, let's see. It was 3 weeks ago. What is the exact date? Doesn't say. Let's edit the video. When did I upload this? Okay, here we go. So it was, part 1 was April 8th. Okay. So it's the 6th. So yeah, so it's basically been just about a month, but I lost a week. So if we finish it up this week, at least most of it, then yeah, we kind of reached my goal of doing the kind of the majority of the work in a month. So cool. All right, yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. This is already pretty good for, you know, a month of, you know, only streaming. So it's not even that much work because I've only been streaming like on average like 2.5, 3 hours every time I do it. So okie dokie. See you guys later. Bye bye.